Man, he has some balls. Sorry, I don't got those. Hello beautifuls, this is Aromie here and welcome back to Red Embrace Hollywood. We are here talking to the bouncer or whatever the heck you want to call him, the bodyguard. We can hand him over the money or we can punch his lights out. Honestly, don't think we should punch his lights out because what if there's more people coming out, you know? We gotta think smart about it. Hand over the money. I hand him everything left in my wallet, which was apparently enough to buy me the backstage pass I needed. With any luck, I could get the money back from Saurize later, a legitimate business expense. Well, what the hell are you waiting for? Get your ass inside before I change my mind. How much money did I have? To be honest, if it was me in real life, I'd have no cash. I only have card. So, do you take credit card? The guard stepped aside. I didn't waste any time hurrying into the garage. Good thing they only had muscle and not brains in front of the entrance. Idiot. I hurried into the garage, feeling only slightly sorry for the guard. I mean, I didn't punch him out, so I was living in an even more brutal world. I won't say portrayal. Brutal world than before, and I had a feeling that misplaced mercy would only equal death row. Pretty poppin' in here. After darting down a few levels of the garage at top speed, I finally arrived. Loud whispers and rowdy laughter made it sound like the meeting hadn't started yet. I was just in time. The two groups standing across from each other were pretty clear-cut, and I could easily tell which house was which. One was full of rough types, probably gangsters and punks alike. Tattoos, leather jackets, piercings, and wild eyes were everywhere. The other group, interestingly enough, looked like the complete opposite. Eccentric outfits, soft mirrors, and a large amount of eerie smiles. Alright, let's cut the bullshit and talk conditions. A deep voice suddenly boomed through the garage, making everyone fall silent. Oh, here he is. He's really badass. What tats? Is that real blood on your shirt or that's just a design? Moments later, a tall, muscular vampire pushed his way to the front of the Mavar group. He really is good looking. Not my type though. The sheer force of his presence made it instantly clear who he was. I only agreed to this meeting because I hate those Ascari bastards more than I hate you. I'm guessing it's mutual. If you want a truce, there better be something to sweeten the deal. I don't think these deeders here will settle for anything else. Debtors or deeders? Hell yeah, don't let him weasel out, Randall. Cheers of approval rang out from the rowdy group behind him. Ooh, mysterious man here. Not a potential date candidate, sadly. Oh, he's an emissary person? Oh, we wouldn't dream of it. The carrot or the stick. That's always the best way to deal with beasts. One of the Golgotha vampires stepped forward, his lips cracking into a Cheshire cat's grin. Snarls and jeering rustled among the Mavar in response. Beast, huh? Some nice diplomacy you got there. I can't read, guys. Jesus. So what are you gonna try to offer? Fortune-telling services, voodoo magic? We're gonna need something realer than empty promises. The Golgotha vampire let out his smug chuckle like he had a hidden trump card ready. I didn't like the sound of that. If I was going to crash and burn this meeting, then I'd have to do something now before they worked out a deal. Oh shit. If I rush up to him, he would punch me, wouldn't he? Call out to them. Hold the fuck on, or ran away. Hold the fuck on. Yeah, that way, I get both of their attentions. My voice echoed through the garage, painfully loud. A sea of surprised, quizzical gazes flooded towards me. Sup? Seizing the moment, I hurried up to Randall's side. He gave me a skeptical look, one brow arched in an "are you crazy" sort of way. I pulled out his knife and held it in my palms, trying not to tremble. Whatever I said next was going to have to be damn convincing or else. Shit. Fuck. Boss, I found this on one of their guys. Hate to interrupt, but this is knife yours. Well, why would I call him boss? I'm not in his house. I don't look anything like his house. Knife. I didn't drop any What the? Cutting off mid-sentence, Randall glanced down at the knife in my hands. Then his eyes slid back up to mine, meeting my gaze wordlessly for a few moments. You got this from... one of those crazy guys. Who else? Crazy guys? That's Ascari. A Golgotha. A Golgotha. He took a deep breath. These they stole from me? Yeah, bro. They stole from you. Holy hell. Excuse me? Mr. Randall, would you care to explain what's going on? The leader of the Golgotha group called over to us, clearly confused. Damn it, I can't deal with this shit right now. Mr. Randall, if you're quite done with this little episode, then we'd like to present our Get the fuck out of here. All of you bastards. Meeting's fucking canceled. I think I did a good job, guys. I did my job. Randall's angry command echoed through the garage, allowing him to make a few vampire wince. Wince, right? Yeah. Luke's return. And you guys, make sure these motherfuckers scurry back to their rat holes. He addressed his own group with a low growl, which was met with hurried nods and eager knuckle cracking. I'll meet you outside in a little while. Go on, get going. Who, me? Alright, you heard the man. Come on, let's go. Bye. Within seconds, the garage turned into a chaotic mess of Golgotha vampires spinning off Rabid, Mavar, who pushed and shoved them to the exit. It was easy to tell how much Randall's men were hungry for a fight, but the group of Golgotha stayed placid. They they refused to give the Mavar what they wanted. The confusion and shouting went on for a few minutes, but eventually the garage emptied, leaving behind only Randall and I. Oh, I'm supposed to stay? Okay. Man, he has some balls. Sorry, I don't got those. After a long moment of silence, Randall let out a long, tired sigh, finally turning his attention back to me. That was supposed to be a trick, right? You were trying to turn me against the goals. Not gonna lie, it was a pretty shitty attempt, even if they did bring my knife as a bargaining chip. There's no way they'd be that careless with it. Let me guess, Queen Bitch sent you, didn't she? Oh, damn it! Did I not do my job right? No, your mother and I haven't spoken in years. Who are you talking about? You mean Sarai's? It'd be funny. Well, kid, you're real clever, aren't you? Fucking Sarai's figures. She must have known I'd see through this. It's too obvious. What the hell is she aiming for? Iskari and their mind games. Damn it. Randall growled deep. You didn't like my joke, man? Come on, I thought that took a while for me to think. Growled in his throat, fangs bare like a wild animal. But his anger didn't seem focused at me. Much to my surprise. He was still holding the knife too, so I considered myself lucky. Ugh. Finally let out a groan, most of the anger on his face fading away. Probably good we didn't bargain with those freaks anyway. They were up to something like always. But you, I've never seen your face before, and I've seen just about every vampire in LA. And since you were sent on a suicide mission, it doesn't take a whole lot of detective work to see that you're new. Cannon fodder. Kicked out to die. What's your name anyway? Why should I tell you? It's me, Chico. I don't know. Marcus didn't tell us that we couldn't introduce ourselves. He said to just not trust anyone. Why should I tell you? You already know mine. Do the goddamn courtesy of saying yours. Okay, I know. I was trying to be smart ass. Okay. It's me, Chico. Michiko, huh? Well, Michiko, way to make a fucking entrance. You didn't sound quite as pissed as I figured he'd be. I should tear you up for pulling that shit on us, but man, I guess you didn't get much of a choice. It's just like Queen Bitch, taking a newbie and throwing her out to the sharks. There's not a whole lot I can do for you, not with her on a high alert. Taking you in right now, well, you'd be too much of a risk. That's just how it is. I gotta look out for me and my house. That's fine, I guess. His shoulders raised in a hapless shrug, one hand scratching at the back of his head. He really did sound apologetic, even though he had no reason to be. Why are these guys so nice? It's only Marcus that was a jerk. Well, Sarais wants a truce with you. Eventually, would you agree to one? So, how do you feel about working with the Iskari? He wouldn't agree to one. Yeah, real funny. You're not joking, are you? No? For some good godforsaken reason, she thinks you'd be good to work with. She says you're the leader of the Mavar and wants to be allies. Ha! A choke laugh of disbelief erupted from his throat. If he reacted like that to just the mention of an alliance, it probably didn't bode well for Sarais. That's the dumbest thing I've heard all month. And I just read a magazine and I just read a magazine and trying to tell me my dick wasn't big enough. What the fuck? Why are you reading magazines to tell you that? Dude, what? Sure, these guys look up to me, but I'm not their leader. They have no leader. That's the kind of That's kind of the fucking point. Told her that 100 goddamn times too. Hard concept for a dolled up fascist to grasp, I guess. He muttered his last words spitefully, grinding up straight a piece of gravel underneath his boot. You sure sounded like a leader earlier. Are you sure you're not just deluding yourself? Yeah, I think Sunrise might have been pals with Stalin. Who's Stalin? Is that the guy? But you did sound like a leader earlier. Everyone listened to you too. Me? I'm just their voice. You know, 50 guys shouting at once. That can get real loud. Now, one guy speaking for the group, that makes negotiations a lot easier, even if I'd rather negotiate with my knuckles in that smug fucker's face. He snarled, grinding his fist into his palm, glaring in the direction the Golgotha went off earlier. Christ, I can't believe Queen Bitch thinks I'll work under her. As every Iskari's out to use or kill you for power, that's always how it goes. Yo, are you saying my house is a manipulated house? They say they're all about beauty and peace and words over fighting, but it's just a fucking scam. Bunch of snakes. Rude. I'm an Iskari, actually. Well, shit. Abruptly stiffening, Randall stared at me for a few seconds. His fingers curled into fists, knuckles turning white. But before long, he let out a pained sigh. If I didn't have a soft spot for newbies, I'd crack you open right here. But I got too much human left in me for that. My point still stands. Iskari will fuck you over no matter what, even if you're a part of the same house. And those Golgotha creeps, they're all wrapped up in shit. I don't know, conspiracy theories or weird prophecies? Except for Marcus anyway. Marcus is the best guy I know around here. Marcus is amazing, wears sunglasses and all. Yeah, I can't understand anything he says, it's great. Really? Because my first impression was that he belonged in the psych ward. We met each other once, and I think that's plenty for me. I don't like any of these choices. But I guess this one? Hey, you should give him another chance. In this world, just like the last one, you can't always judge a book by its cover. Marcus, man, I used to hate his guts since he was always playing nice with Queen Bitch, not to mention that slow, preachy way he talks. But then when I shut up and actually listened to what he said, I realized he's got it all figured out. The politics, the mind games, everything. Randall paused, shaking his head and bemused all. He didn't seem like the type of guy who'd respect just anyone, so the fact that he thought so highly of Marcus must have really meant something. That guy could be the king of Los Angeles if he wanted to. Hell, probably the whole world. But instead, he just hangs out in his porn store and sells giant rubber dicks. Well, I mean, to each their own, I guess. And that makes you think, doesn't it? He clutched his stomach, doubling over as if he just cracked the best joke of the century. My house is full of scumbags. The Golgotha are crazy. What's wrong with the Mavar? And that leaves your house. Mavar, right? I think I would go for the second one because he's dissed all of us. Good work, I see you've been paying attention. Not a whole lot to say about us, really. Mavar don't complicate shit. We hate rules and we hate rulers even more. Vampires should be able to do whatever the hell they want. No killing innocent humans, no revealing your nature in public. Aside from that, we like to live our own lives as we damn well please. Usually on the wilder side. Got a problem with another vampire? Fight it out. No backstabbing, no politics, just blood. We're a beast, after all. Mavar don't hide from that. We embrace it. You embrace it? Okay. Interesting, dangerous, but interesting. Sounds a little barbaric. So being a vampire is an excuse to ignore law and order. Sounds a little barbaric. Yeah, I guess it would sound like that to an Iskari. No bidets and whatever other stupid pampered shit you guys like. Tea cozies. Okay, first of all, I have never tried a bidet. Second of all, I don't like tea, so get off. Even a Iskari should be able to get it though. It doesn't take long to see the difference between mortal life and unlife. Trying to make crazy powerful creatures all play nice with each other is a recipe for fucking disaster. Lying, murder, theft. It's a piece of cake for us. Whatever, you'll understand one day. I guess. With a wry smile, Randall reached out to clamp a large hand on my shoulder, squeezing it roughly. Alright, kid, it's been fun, but I need to go make sure the others aren't running down goals in the city or anything else too crazy. I'm usually at the beach with my crew if you ever decide to hop onto the winning team. At the beach? At night? Because you can't go in the daytime, right? He trailed off and clicked his tongue playfully, winking at me. Maybe if I get really, really bored. Ha! In LA, you wish you had time to be bored. Way it is now, every moment your life not feeding is one where you're looking over your shoulder, waiting for the next backstabber. So don't die, kid. Later. Bye, Randall. Bye. And with that, we parted ways. I left the parking garage with a slightly clearer picture of the world I'd been tossed into thanks to Randall. Luckily, the guard at the entrance was gone, so I avoided any awkward encounters. Maybe he wouldn't hold any hard feelings. The whole mess had worked out somehow, although I had to wonder how much was just beginner's luck, since most of it seemed too convenient to be true. I think this is nearing the end of the game, so I'm just gonna continue. I arrived at the hotel with an overwhelming sense of relief, making my way back to the meeting from last night. Heath, hi! As it turned out, Sunrise and Heath were already waiting for me. Welcome back, mi chico. We heard about the little mess you caused at the parking garage. Word travels fast. Heath's airy voice rang with pride, and he offered me a sly smile. Yes, you've done quite an impressive job. Your performance certainly surpassed my expectations. But, Randall, solid. Randall, right? Unsurprisingly, Sunrise didn't match Heath's smile, but she did offer me a sharp nod. You tricked me, you complete bitch! Yeah, but it was a piece of cake. It was no piece of cake. You tricked me! Ahem. What? You tricked me. Before we go any further, let me clear the air. I knew Randall would see through the knife deception. However, you accomplished a twofold task, perhaps without realizing it. You disrupted their truce discussions, at least for now, and you also made yourself known by name to Randall, who is a significantly powerful vampire. From the smug to the lilt in her tone, I could tell Sunrise was pretty pleased with the outcome of events. Did that mean my instincts were right? None of what happened back there was an accident. As I mentioned earlier, your naivety is assumed by everyone you meet. Even secretive, insular vampires will open up to you, merely because they want to... Wait, huh? Merely because they want to win you to their cause. You should use this to your advantage while you still can. Ingratiate yourself with those who believe you have no allegiances. Duly noted. I'm not as naive as I think I am. That seems incredibly dishonest. Aren't you just trying to win me to your cause? Aren't you? No, I expect your loyalty, not unfairly. Do not forget my clemency in sparing your life. A less charitable leader would have destroyed all evidence of her mistake right then and there. Fortunately for you, I believe there's much more potential in your future beyond being an eraser smudge on this page in LA's history. She sniffed pointedly, nudging her glasses back up to her nose. That matter aside, I have another task for you. It entails less conflict, but is of equal importance. I'm listening. Stay quiet or yay. One of my contacts in South LA recently disappeared. I need to know why, but I can't spare any of my other associates to go find her. Things are very busy, you see. I expect this disappearance is sabotaged by an irksome rival of mine, but I'd like to confirm the situation. Go to the area, track her down, and report back. Not too complicated, is it? Okay, maybe this isn't the end of the demo. I thought we were nearing the end of the demo, so that's why I kept going, but I'll just stop here. Understood. I'll be back once I've found your contact. Fine, but I hope you make it worth my while. To be honest, I'm pretty sassy right now, because she's using me. Because I'm new. Well, beyond ensuring your immortality for another day, I suppose an additional reward might be in order. Contemptuous sigh left her lips as if my question had inconvenienced her terribly. Bro, I'm doing so much for you as a newbie. Very well, one final thing, mi chico, before you go. What is it? What is it? I suggest you partner yourself with, or at least try to learn from, an older vampire. For example, Heath here is charming, diplomatic, and also very attuned to his humanity. A little overly idealistic, perhaps, but we as Sky like to strive for perfection. Okay. When Sunrise mentioned his name, Heath perked up, his eyes sparkling mischievously. Are you trying to woo me, Miss Locke? Nothing of the sort, I assure you. She mercilessly replied to Heath without missing a beat. Moving along. Marcus, too, possesses remarkable insight and knowledge, but as a Golgotha, he is also particularly eccentric, and his loyalties are unpredictable. Take everything he says with a grain of salt. Wait, he's part of 2 houses? Or he has potential to be in another house. And this may come as a surprise if you decide to seek out Randall. As a mentor, I won't stop you. I acknowledge your strength as his as his charisma and experience. However, do not let yourself be swayed by his narcissistic beliefs. The current war is proof of what happens when vampires eschew leadership. Chaos, paranoia, and bloodshed. I was laughing because I wrote on my cup, I wrote, need ice, please. Because my throat was dying, so Tyler's gonna get me some ice. However, do not let yourself... Okay, I already read that. Thanks for the advice. I'll choose carefully. You make all this sound pretty scary. I'll choose carefully. So you should. The decision may be the most important one you'll ever make. Heath and I will be staying here to discuss affairs, but I'll expect your report in the next few days, Michiko. She lifted an elegant hand, portally gesturing towards the door. Heath looked disappointed, flashing me an apologetic grimace when Sour Eyes wasn't looking, but he seemed stuck there for a moment. Oh, babe. I'll come back. I took the hint and left, heading towards the elevator. A part of me wondered what affairs they were talking about, but eavesdropping probably wasn't worth the risk. Nope. My room welcomed me back with all its pristine, glamorous, depressing shine. But as relieved and happy as I was to complete my trial, I felt incredibly restless and isolated. Sad life. Lifting the curtains with one hand, I gazed out the windows, absorbing the vibrant cityscape below me. Yesterday, it had all felt like a dream. Today, reality was finally setting in. I was a vampire chained to eternity, trapped behind glass, separated from the Hollywood life I dreamed of. So close and forever unreachable. Like the cityscape, that dream would always glitter in the distance, a reminder of what I'd lost. It was dead just as much as I was. Maybe I really did need a mentor to help me through this. Rules, etiquette, and powers. I could have figured these out by myself, even given time. Oh, given enough time. But that wasn't what I needed most. I needed a new purpose, now that my old one was shattered. The 3 men Sour Eyes mentioned seemed to know what they were doing, if nothing else. There was a good chance that one of them could help me figure out my place in this world. With that, I made up my mind tomorrow. I'd go and see, obviously, Heath, and then they're gonna be like, Devil End. Right? Heath wasn't just beautiful, he was sympathetic, the only vampire who seemed to really understand the loneliness I felt. I could sense he longed for his humanity too, for the same dream of art and admiration that brought me to Hollywood. Maybe, just maybe, he could help me find my way. Devil End? Then it was settled. Tomorrow I take a break from running Sour Eyes' errands and go find Heath instead. That thought was only a small comfort in the hell I'd been thrown into, but I clung onto it as hard as I could. Good night. A little excitement sparked through me as I shut the curtains, curling onto my bed, to hide from the coming daylight. If this was what fate had in store for me, then so be it. I would fight and struggle to stay afloat in this world I'd been thrown into, and no matter what, I wouldn't give up. Even if it meant I would never see another sunrise again. Knew it! Knew it! I knew that was the end! Man, I'm just gonna keep it with this episode. Screw it. Or should I fuse it? Should I fuse it? I have like 5 minutes. Should I fuse it, guys? I don't know if I'm gonna fuse it or not. If it's not fused, oh well, whatever. Well, obviously I'm gonna go for Heath. Thank you. Because Heath has stolen my heart when I first saw the trailer for it. So I'm gonna stick with Heath. The other guys are cool too, but I'm gonna go for Heath. I don't know when this game is going to be coming out. I don't know if this game is going to be free or if it's going to cost money. But their previous games costed money and it's on Steam. So if this game comes out, I can't wait to get it. Definitely tell me which guy you guys would like. The storyline is very different from what I'm used to be playing. And I really like the fact that you can customize your characters. It's the smallest things in life that makes me really happy. If this game suddenly has voice acting, I think all of us would be like, we're dead. Just dead, even more dead, because we're technically already dead as vampires. But anyway, tell me what house you guys got, and tell me which guys you would go for. So thank you guys for watching today's episode. Make sure to support them on Kickstarter, because I'm pretty sure by the time this is uploaded, their Kickstarter should be still going. I'm trying to set my schedule up where all of the games that developers have been messaging me to play, I'm trying to play it in order of their Kickstarter like end date. So hopefully I'll get this out. I should. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the future.
의미 없는 감정 소모해 반복된 시속 속에 이젠 난 지겨워지기 전에 반복된 시속 속에